help me. Help me. My brain cannot brain this. Because what do you mean the grandson of the 10th president of the United States just died on Sunday? Like this past Sunday of Memorial Day weekend Sunday. Yeah, I have a vague recollection of one of those TikTok videos with the scary North Sea sound music on it, talking about the weird things that your brain can't understand. And one of those was like, there's a living grandson of the 10th president. And I remember thinking, that can't be right. And then I saw the subheading of this news story that said that this dude died 163 years after his grandfather. And I absolutely cannot. So we're going to go through it yet again, because apparently my brain needs like 10 personal escorts with this story. It doesn't want to accept that this is true. I don't. Okay. This guy is John Tyler. He was the 10th president of the United States. He was born in 1790, like just after George Washington was inaugurated on a plantation. In 1841, John Tyler becomes president because William Henry Harrison died unexpectedly just 31 days after he took office. Remember how we were just manifesting a repeat of that? Yeah. The president, John Tyler, his grandfather, as you can imagine, had a ton of kids, like 15 kids, that he claimed. I mean, this dude was a fan of the Confederate and states' rights, so use your imagination. His grandfather, the president of the United States of America, before Lincoln was president, or when John Tyler was 63 years old, he had a child. That child was this dude's father, Lyon Sr. This guy, Harrison Tyler, was born 75 years later. So when his dad was 75, he was born. By this point, John Tyler, his grandfather, and the father of the guy that I just mentioned who had him at 75, by this point, he had been dead for 66 years. Now, because this man lived to be 96 years old, if you do the very basic but confusing math, it turns out that he outlived his grandfather by 163 years. So that is how John Tyler had a living grandson on this planet, but he was the 10th president of this country. Like, I get it, but I'm not okay with it. I saw in some of the articles, this dude was fighting for his life trying to defend John Tyler, because you can just share history without being proud of it, right? Like, you can just share facts and not have to say, oh, but he was actually a good person. He could just be someone that's dead that did things. You can say he opposed the trafficking of slaves from Africa, which was outlawed during the Jefferson administration in 1807. Then you can also say he continued to be an advocate for states' rights and slavery for the rest of his life. And let people draw their own conclusions. Okay, that's the story of why this dude died 163 years after his grandfather, who was president of the United States before Lincoln.